Hey, hey, hey. Have no fear. Yes, I'm still here. Thank you. Let me say that first for everybody who is tuning into my channel to catch this video. As you can tell, maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know, but my voice, I'm still trying to get my voice back. And I know I have been gone for a couple, if not several weeks now. But I was calling myself doing a little, what I want to call this, like testing the waters, a trial to see what happens to your channel when you don't post, right? Do people fall off? Do they stay around? What it feels like or what it looks like when people fall into a depression and they give up on posting because they don't feel like they're getting the traction that A, they want, B, they feel like they deserve. Because what happens is when you're looking at channels like Dodash, which got a lot of individuals started or restarted with their postings, the Dante Londons of the world, and then several other content creators. And so when you feel like you're not measuring up or leveling up fast enough, you fall to the wayside, or you give up, should I say. And you figure, what's the point? Nobody's listening. My content is not good enough. I'm not good enough. Well, what's happening there is you're allowing the negative voices to take over and to discourage you from moving forward and continuing growth. Now, do you think if I would have continued posting, I would probably be at maybe 1,000 subscribers by now or more? But I was willing to take a hit, take a L, and see what happens. Now, when I say L, let's not get it confused, because I'm always trying to be mindful of the words that I'm using. So when I say L, the first thing that pops into everybody's mind is L stands for loss, taking a loss. Well, I'd like to reverse that. I would like to utilize the L in a different context. I was willing to learn the lesson and show and teach the lesson of what happens when we stand down or when we take a break. I'm looking at these birds on my balcony. You know, they like leaving a little, using the bathroom all over the place out there, right? So anyway, I like taking the L, and it's not an L for loss. We're going to keep it positive and make it's an L for a lesson, which is what life is based on, us learning lessons, right? Just a little bit. Oh, yeah, see my co-host? Yes. That's Pandy Pan. You don't see him often because I normally have the camera the other way. So, but in any case, I wanted to, first of all, come back and say, hey, I'm still here. I'm alive and well and kicking. I have had so many other projects that I'm currently working on. And so that, in addition to what I call myself doing this experiment, in the midst of it, I wind up catching a little bug, hence the raspiness in my voice. But in any case, looking at the numbers, they did not budge. Do you hear me? have been staying at 605 subscribers. Now, the hiatus definitely set me back. And it's okay, I don't mind. Like I said, I'm not here for instant gratification. But what I did want to share is what happens when we are not consistent. Things get stagnated and you just put yourself that much further behind the 8 ball. Especially when you're growing or trying to grow your channel. You have to stay consistent. So now it is my goal to stay consistent, and I'm just going to have to juggle all of these things throughout my day. So just with strategic planning, those things can be accomplished. So yeah, I have many different irons in the fire, things that I'm working on. I love, love, love my YouTube channel, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you who have subscribed and who are still here. Those of you who take the time to comment in the comment section, you know I love you, especially because you guys are so sweet, taking time to comment. So shout out to all of you guys. Give yourselves a hand. But in any case, yes, I wound up catching some little bug, I think from my little grandson. Because, you know, those little minions, they be running around with the little heebie-jeebies. And sometimes I can be prone to catching a bug. And when I do, it hangs around and it lingers for the longest. And so, you know, all of the coughing and clearing your throat and still trying to have conversations on the phone, that's not a good combination. So that just continued to set me back. And so I'm like, I gotta do a video. I have not been on my YouTube channel to do any videos. I know they probably wondering, where did that lady go? She just kind of fell off the map and just disappeared on us. Well, I'm still here. You know what I thought about doing? I thought about doing old school silent movie video. We just hold up signs. But I said, you know, that's just kind of too much work. And it's so frustrating when you try to speak for a living or, you know, for YouTube purposes, and you can't because you don't have a voice. Like, I'm trying to talk now, and I'm still not in full armor to be able to speak the way I would like to speak. But I am here. I am showing up. I wanted to come on here and say hello, tell you about my little experiment, tell you where I think I would have been by now had I been consistently posting videos, because you want to keep yourself in the algorithm, ahead of the algorithm, whatever that looks like with respect to this YouTube thing. Because what happens is you will be forgotten about. And if you're not consistently putting out content, then you'll find yourself at the back of the line, starting all over again, just because you took a break or a vacation. So, a word to the wise. If you feel like you don't have content or you don't know what to talk about, there are, a number of things going on in the world. Now, something may not necessarily be your lane, but you can relate to a lot of what's going on in the world today. So much to talk about. You got the dollar, you got the president, you got them talking about Social Security, you have them talking about people losing their jobs, we're talking about inflation, we're talking about people not being able to go to work at the ports where the shipping containers come in with the products. You have people talking about grocery store shelves being scarce or going to become scarce. You have people that talk about crypto. So there are a variety of topics to be talked about. I know one video that I'm going to come back here I'm going to give my voice one more day to rest. But there's a lady, I'm going to get her name right, or her channel name right, when I come back and do the video, because I want to touch on what she was talking about. And what she was talking about, she's an older woman, and what she was talking about was, I think she had ended up marrying a guy who ultimately was a narcissist, kind of almost destroyed her life. And I think there are it's different parts. I think the last part I saw was part 2, and she was going to do a part 3. So I'll still probably come here and talk to you about it before I see part 3, because I have my little insight, even without hearing her full story. And so just to know that a lot of people still are not aware of these narcissistic people that are floating around out there, or they're experiencing something and they don't know what to name it. They don't know that there's a name for these individuals that they are dealing with. They don't know that there's a name for the behaviors like the gaslighting and the manipulation. They don't know that there are names for those things when you can clearly look outside and see the sky is blue, and they look you dead in your face and say, no, that sky is pink. I don't know what sky you're looking at. And you're telling them, no, that sky is blue. And they're like, no, it's not blue. It's not blue, but, whatever floats your boat. If you want to say that sky is blue, then, but that's not the color that it is. Stuff like that. Way worse than that, though. That was just a light version. But anyway, again, I just wanted to come on here and say hello and let you know that I am still in the mix. And we are going to get to 1,000 subscribers. So again, if this is your first time visiting my channel, thank you, welcome, subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification bell so when I put out new videos, you are notified. Hit the all button when you hit the notification bell. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know who's still with me. Let me know if you see the videos. No haterade going on. It's not accepted. That's closed to the public. None of that over here, because we keep it cute and sweet. So just bear with me. Let me get my little voice back, and I will be in full-fledged, full speed ahead mode. But just to give you a peek into what I'm working on, I am putting together a nonprofit organization, and it caters to the youth and individuals with disabilities or autoimmune illnesses. So that's one of the things that I've been working on. And it's a big project. It's a lot of paperwork, it's a lot of research and things of that nature. So a lot of my time was being spent pulling that together. So that's just one of the irons that are in the fire. So anyway, again, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate you. This year, 2025, it's go big or go home. So what are you doing if you are on the fence about a YouTube channel? But just keep in mind, you will probably not get instant gratification, but do not let that hold you back. Don't let that stop you. Slow and steady wins the race. But consistency is everything. You have got to be consistent. I'm telling you, the proof is in the pudding. I put mine on pause a couple of weeks, maybe 3. Channel didn't go anywhere. So we shall see, now that I'm picking back up, how the momentum goes. So we need it to be like a snowball effect, right? And I'm telling you, take it from me. And then if you watch any other channels, look and see the other channels, if they've been consistent, how they're continuing to grow. But you cannot grow if you don't participate. You know what I'm saying? That's like you're in a race. You want to win the race, but when the gun goes out, pow, and they say run, you just standing there. You're not going to win that race, right? You have to get in there and you got to run. And so keep that in mind. Don't give up. Stay encouraged. Find some videos that are going to encourage you. Look at some news real quick or something to get you some inspiration so you can come on here and do a video. Look at somebody else's video. See what they're talking about. And if it resonates with you, oh, I can talk about that. And then you do your own video with a version of that topic. You know, that's it. Just like I just told you, I'm going to come back on here and do a video with respect to that woman's situation with this narcissist that like destroyed her life. That's what they do. They come to destroy. Now, I get it. Some people overuse the word narcissist, but if you've been in that situation, you know exactly what we're talking about. We're not pretend talking about narcissists. We are talking about people we have been in these situations and relationships with and have been dragged through the ringer. Okay? Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'm working on getting my voice back. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. I'm probably not going to do a special thumbnail for this. And let's just see where the chips fall. All right. See you guys later. Bye.